Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a review of My Dress Up Darling Season 2, Episode 5. Notice I'm not wearing an anime shirt. This is more like a John Cena shirt because of the fact that it's SummerSlam weekend. And, I'm putting money on the SummerSlam, especially the GOAT, Cena. Now, I want to make sure, before I bring this out, I just want to say one thing. Before I talk about My Dress Up Darling, I want to say this. As you guys know, Anime YC is around the corner. A 4-day convention unlike any other. Now, for those of you guys who may not know me, I'm the guy with the anime hot takes here. As you can see, all my hot takes here, ranging from Bago's trash and so on. Not only that, you can see all my top 5 stuff. So, from good or bad, I decided to revolutionize this. And by doing that, I want to have a display board. You know those display boards you had in elementary and used for projects? I'm going to carry that around Anime YC with my hot takes. So guys, get ready for that. Now, on to My Dress Up Darling. Now we can all say this. And I know everybody has their favorite rom-com, but let's be honest, guys. My Dress Up Darling is a top 5 greatest rom-com of all time. While I have Rented Girlfriend at 1, there are a plethora of rom-coms, past and present, that can't even come close to the My Dress Up Darling way. And like I said, while Rented Girlfriend is at number 1 for me, comes the greatest rom-coms, there are other rom-coms we could talk about. The Nisekais, We Never Learn, the quintessential quadruplets. I really can't. The quadruplets. I can't even put that in perspective. We Never Learn. I'm trying to think of my brain just scrambled with a bunch of adult rom-coms. Oh yeah, Tying a Knot with an Amagami Sister I just covered. There's so many rom-coms these day and age that we could arguably say, oh my God. But when you look at My Dress Up Darling, this show takes the cake. I mean, 2 polar opposites love each other so much. They got pros and cons, but they're destined to be together. And you talk about a red thread of fate, these 2 are destined to be together. And these 2 have pulled off. Now, for those of you guys in this episode, this whole festival arc is covering this whole drag king, drag queen thing. Guys dress up as girls, girls dress up as guys. We've been covering this since the beginning, where Gojou and Kitagawa met up a college guy who cosplayed as females. And I said it before in countless times. I go to conventions, I see guys dress up as girls, girls dress up as guys. It's okay. Cosplay is fun. So this particular episode just showed you that anybody could pull off an outfit, especially Marin Kitagawa. And like I said before, Kitagawa is like top 2 greatest anime gals. Like we're talking about the gals, she's ranked 2 in my eyes. So, but that's here there. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Now, this whole episode of My Dress Up Darling, Episode 5, is all about the presentation and it is all about dressing up as the guys. We have seen anime conventions. We have gone to anime conventions and we've seen the guys dress up as girls and girls dress up as guys. And then it just shows you the fundamentals and the basics of how to do it. That's what I like about this show, because it shows you exactly what materials that people use to lower the flatten or big, all those kind of things. So it sat down lunchtime. You see Kitagawa, Gojou, and their grandpa talking about how they make how these Hina dolls are, and they make 200, 300 Hina dolls a day. These 2, look, I can't hate. Gojou and Kazuya from Rented Girlfriend, let's call it like it is. These 2 need to meet up, because Gojou has this vibe of he's in the zone. When it comes to making Hina dolls, he's in the zone. When it comes to making Kitagawa's outfit, he's in the freaking zone. I can't help it. So then I like how they did the Marin Kitagawa, My Dress Up Darling puppet version. They made a puppet version of it. Sorry, let me turn the camera for the brightness of my lamp. But still, you see what I'm saying? They did the puppetry, like the puppets. You know how when you're a kid and you watch you learn about something that had these little puppets And they talk about, hi there, everyone. Welcome to... That's what they do. So, as they were eating rice, you got Kitagawa puppet, like a panda outfit eating rice. You got Gojou, and then you got the grandpa just in puppet mode, just explaining how to do hinodolls and whatnot. Oh my God, that was funny. Now, God, where to start with this? Where to start off? Okay. Marin Kitagawa. She may not cook the food that you want. If you go back to season 1, everything is with fried rice. And every time I see Kitagawa eat these kind of foods, I ask myself, how the hell she got a slim body? Is it anime logic? Is it like, what's her regimen? Because if you look at her body, and if you look at all the food she eats, these high calorie foods, she still freaking got it. She's a model, but she got the figure to back it up. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, and Gojou just looking back like, wait a minute. She made fried rice and fried that. I'm worried. She's scared. And I had to wait till lunchtime. And then once lunchtime came in, she made, and this is her first time bento, by the way. She made a bento box, and she made a rice spam roll. So much so that Gojou was in space like, literally just in his space. And he's like, it's delicious. It's delicious. Oh my God, it's delicious. That, and so much so that triggers Kitagawa's heart. Because when she pressed that app phone on her heart, beep, it literally just, it went like a panel. It went from a panel like a manga panel and a live action and anime panel. I'm like, yo. Her love for Gojou is hilarious. So much so that they made it to a manga panel. They took a manga panel and put it in the show. That's funny. Now, we all know how Gojou works. Gojou is in work mode. We all have that thing where we go to work mode. He literally got the headband on and start working. And every time they work, they trying to, he's in that zone. Now, Kitagawa and her friends, I like her friends. I can't think of one bad friend to like. I like Marin, Kitagawa, and her friends. I like her friends. I really do. So they have to figure out how to dress like Ray someone. Like, that's that guy. But it has to be a minute skit. So they have to watch all this anime stuff of Ray someone on this host club thing and just see how cut the lines off. But is it just me? Or does Gojou got a harem? Is it just me or Gojou has a harem? Think about it. One guy making a design and there's 4 girls in his, like, they just, like, 4 girls around him. No offense, but you know what that reminds me of? And you can testify this. Go watch Don't Toy With Me Nakatoro. And you know how Nakatoro and her friends always end up in Senpai's art class? That's what that was to me. I compare that because they got 4 friends, main girl, 3 other friends, Nakatoro, 3 other friends, and then what happened? Right there. It's always coming at the MC. Now, Gojou is, Gojou may not be the likable guy. Especially when him talking to Kitagawa is there, but when he like talking to multiple girls, it's like, is this guy trying to be the harem king or something with 4 girls? Like, he already started his harem. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Now, on the thing about this, Gojou's very hardworking. He want to make things perfect. He wants to make Marin Kitagawa a man, the man body structure of the man. So yeah, the man thing. That's what he's trying to accomplish with the buttons and the suits. He's trying to tie it up. And Marin Kitagawa, she effing tried. I mean, she tried to button it up. She trying to sew the button up. And come on, it's Gojou we're talking about. He will not be mad at Kitagawa for even messing up. She tried. She actually tried. You can't blame her. Look, like I said before, there's 2 polar opposites. You got one guy he's good at his hands making outfits, good for making cosplay, and really can like walk the walk but not talk the talk. One can talk the talk but not walk the walk. You see what I'm saying? Kitagawa is mostly happy-go-lucky. Her cooking may be like over the top. I mean, like for real. I mean, all this fried stuff, but still, she don't know how to make the outfits. But she tried. The other one, yeah, make the outfits, but can't really talk. So it's got two polar opposites working together, and that's what I like about this rom-com. Again, when you have two polar opposites and they come together, you already know there's love going on. So we got to see Gojou's almost finishing work, with a ounce of with Kitagawa. Well, let me just go back a bit. That scene with the four girls, especially Kitagawa, putting on that man talk around Gojou. I'm sorry. That's a meme or a gif. The fact that Kitagawa trying to act like the man talk, she's like, "Hello, my princess." She tried to be all the man talk with that man look funny. That Marin's male voice. Try to act all man voice like, "I'm Marin Kitagawa." That is so funny towards Gojou. I mean, that was funny. Now, her outfit. Oh no, with the whole breast thing, the whole bra thing. So cosplayers have this thing where in order to dress up as the guy, they have to unhook their bra and they put like bra plate on it, like those outfits they put on to flatten the chest to make it feel more manly type. And it worked. Kitagawa came out, and I gotta say, she looked like I gotta say this, on her outfit that she put on, let me tell you this. She looked like a freaking teacher, an office lady, or a freaking, yeah, she's like a homeroom teacher. I'm sorry, she's like a homeroom teacher, a spy, a freaking model, you call it. The way she come out posing like this, she was all that. I'm like, damn, is that a homeroom teacher? Is that damn, she look like a spy walking out like that. That is a good outfit. You know what? I gotta give props for Gojou. But here's the thing though. It was too tight. It's not tight enough. They wanted to be more manly. So instead of just being open like this, it had to be like tight around everything. And I do applaud her. I do applaud their friends around him. Like, I do applaud that. I like it. I really do. But it just goes to show you that with friends like them, he could do it. But overall, though, this was a 10 out of 10 episode. There's like 4 days left to the culture festival, and I know Gojou is gonna pull it off. I just hope there's not gonna be any wardrobe malfunction throughout in this pageantry. I just hope not. Please don't make anything happen. Let's hope not. Let's just see. So, thank you for watching my review of the show. I look forward for next week's episode of My Dressed Up Darling and so on. And again, we're a few weeks away from Anime NYC, so get ready because I'm bringing my hot takes with me. Stay tuned.